Welcome everyone to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Structure Deck unboxing video. In this particular video, we're going to be looking at the one known as Dragons Collide. It is actually a structure deck that came out back in February 7th of 2012. So by this point, it's been a while. It's been almost 8 years since this particular deck came out, and let's be honest, this is one of the more well-known ones because it actually came with an incredible amount of dragon support and just a fantastic lineup. There's a sticker here that I apologize, can't really see everything perfectly there, but it came with a fantastic lineup of cards, like I said, like an amazing set. Not only dragon support and dragon cards themselves, but also light sworns are in here, at least a few of them. So you know what? Let's go ahead and just get right to it. So as always, I'm just going to be going right through the contents of the card, or the card really, of the deck. So you can actually see what it entails. So let's take a look. So, alright, that's about it for that right there. So that's the box, gone. Yeah, we need to talk about that. So here's the cards, but as always, let me just quickly go ahead and show you this. So here, you can actually see a couple little things, basically the deck list, and a few recommendations on basically how to power up this deck by purchasing some cards from some booster packs. But it also comes with a few of, I guess, the strategies themselves as far as like what you actually should do, what the game recommends you, the game. Oh my god, I'm still in my video game mood, Let's Plays. What Konami recommends, I should say. Here is the field mat, the mat that you get from basically every single structure deck. I mean, it's always themed toward the deck. There it is. As you can see, it's a little hard to show off the whole thing because I had to zoom out or move away far, but that's about it. Again, these, nobody really uses these, but they're there for you. And of course, the beginner's guide. It's like the little rule book, rule set. So that's cool. That's about it for that. Okay, and here's Duel Links, as you can see. Wow, so these, as you can see, are newer releases because if this was the original back in 2012, the first edition, it wouldn't have this for obvious reasons. But it is a newer one. It just depends. I guess it changes every time. Whatever it feel like it, you know? Okay. Alright, so here we go. So here is the cover card. Let's go ahead and start with this. So this here is Light Pulsar Dragon. As you can see, it was a really intriguing card back when it first came out. That's the fact right there. I guess I'll read this one because it is the cover card. It says, you can special summon this card from your hand by banishing one light and one dark monster from your graveyard. You can special summon this card from your graveyard by sending one light and one dark monster from your hand to the graveyard. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target one level 5 or higher dark dragon type monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So pretty good floating and really good ways to special summon itself. So that's cool, right? That's good. So that's Light Pulsar Dragon right there. Really great card. As you can see, I have a background, I'm sure you noticed, but yeah, there we go. Next one is Dark Flare Dragon. This is a level 5 dark, so hey, it's actually a perfect target for being special summoned by Light Pulsar Dragon. This one, also an ultra rare. Let me go ahead and read this effect, so just so you can kind of see the combo. You can special summon this card from your hand by banishing one light and one dark monster from your graveyard. Once per turn, you can send one dragon type monster from your hand and one dragon type monster from your deck to the graveyard, then target one card in either graveyard, banish it. So it's also a very amazing art, I must say. I love the artwork for this card. It really is. So we got Light Pulsar Dragon and Dark Flare Dragon. Next up is Eclipse Wyvern, a card that I believe to this day is banned, or is it limited? Damn, I really need to catch up on my, list here just to see. But yeah, this card is sent to the graveyard, banish one level 7 or higher light or dark dragon type monster from your deck. If this card is in the graveyard, if this card in the graveyard is banished, you can add the monster banished by this effect to your hand. Yeah, it's banned. Can really extend so many different plays, in so many different easy ways actually. But that's Eclipse Wyvern right there. So those are your 3 cards, 2 ultras and 1 super. Now we're looking at the majority of the deck itself. So we start with Blue Eyes, of course. You've already seen an ultra version of this one in the Saga of Blue Eyes White Dragon structure deck. It also comes with a Red Eyes, both Blue Eyes and Red Eyes, so that's cool, right? Next up, we got the White Stone of Legend. That's some Blue Eyes support right there. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and separate these two. So here's some Blue Eyes support right there. Actually, I'll put that one on top and just put the support cards under. How about that? That's a little better. Just like that. Okay. Then we got Red Eyes Black Chick. Eventually changed to Black Dragon's Chick. Axe Dragon it. This is one that big beater for level 4, but then it goes to defense mode after attacking. That's Axe Dragon it. We got Vice Dragon. That's a 2000 attacker. Holy shit! My God, I don't even remember that much. But there we go. That's Vice Dragon right there. Then we got the Lightsworn. So these are some dragon supports right here. But then we got Lightsworn. So before we start actually with Gorgonith, the Lightsworn Dragon, or not the Gorgonith Lightsworn Dragon. One of the less effective Lightsworns. Never really one particularly amazing one. Usually in Lightsworn decks, it was one that was typically ditched. That's Lightsworns right there. Then we got Prime Material Dragon. Now this is actually a really fantastic in certain ways back when it came out. Definitely used a whole lot. Alright, so we started with Dark Arm Dragon actually. Now this card, funny enough, actually just came off the ban list in the new January 2020 ban list. But it was semi-limited for a while, was limited at one point. Just amazing. If you see my Let's Plays of it, you know the craziness that some opponents actually utilize this card with. It is a fantastic, brutal card. It really is. Then we got Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Another amazing card that this one I actually abuse heavily in Stardust Accelerator. But same attack as Dark Arm Dragon, but very effective in different ways. This one is basically for special summoning monsters for storming the field, and this one is for removing cards from your opponent's side of the field. So this is for setting up your field better and destroying your opponent's field. So they both generate card advantage, of course, just in different ways. Then we got Chaos Sorcerer, because one thing that you can see, even just by looking at the cover art, it's essentially a version of a Twilight deck. You got dark and light, you know, dark on one side, light on the other side. And even by looking at this, you got Red Eyes and Blue Eyes. You know, you got Light Pulsar Dragon, that's the wrong one, and Dark Flare Dragon, as you can see. So then we got Chaos Sorcerer, just to benefit that whole, you know, Twilight. Lord of D, Mystic Tomato, cards you kind of already know a good amount of course. Summoner Mong, Snipe Hunter is also here, okay? And we got Herald of Creation. Okay, so a lot of really just generic support in many different ways. Then we got Jane, Lightsworn Paladin. Once again, cards that I've used in my Let's Plays, the Lightsworns. Not Gorgonith, but I've used the others. Then we got Lila, Lightsworn Sorceress. That's for backer removal. Then we got Kaibaman, that's some Blue Eye support right there. Raikou, Lightsworn Hunter, another nice Lightsworn right there. Then we get to Spells and Traps. We got Chaos Zone, Burst Stream of Destruction. Now this one specifically is going to be some more Blue Eye support. Destroys all monsters on your opponent's side of the field, but Blue Eyes cannot attack that turn. You actually get 2 Chaos Zones, okay? And then we got a Infernal Fire Blast, essentially inflicting 2400 damage to the opponent, but Red Eyes cannot attack that turn. Float of Summoning Dragon, that's some Lord of D support right there, or General Dragon support. I don't even know where I should be putting them up by this point. Then we got Book of Moon, Magical Stone Excavation, a card that found itself on the semi-limited or limited list for quite a while. Reasoning, same thing. Actually, all 3 of these, what am I talking about? And Monster Gate too, actually, found its way to the list as well. Really good just spell support. Card Trader, not as good, but, you know, whatever, it's there. DDR, Dance Dance Revolution. I'm just kidding, it's a Different Dimension Reincarnation. Charge of the Light Brigade. This is a fantastic Lightsworn card. Found itself on the limited list for quite a while, actually. Then we got Traps. We got Dragon's Rebirth. Then we got Burst Breath, Call of the Haunted, Interdimensional Matter Transporter, and Escape from the Dark Dimension. So that's kind of all of them. You got your Duel Links, your little Duel Links marketing. I'll just go and put that off to the side. But here's our trap cards. Specifically with Dragon support, it's these 2. Now this first one was actually pretty good from what I remember. Target 1 face-up Dragon type monster you control, banish that target, and special summon 1 Dragon type monster from your hand or graveyard. It's interesting, not the best thing in the world, but it's definitely, it can be useful in some tight situations. So that's the whole deck right there, as you can see. Really great pieces of work here. You know, Lightsworns here, Lightsworn support, these 4 plus this. Really great cards. I found myself on the ban list after a while. Book of Moon, Reasoning, Magical Stone Excavation, Monster Gate. These were probably some of the least like broken cards, I want to say, or I shouldn't say broken, but least powerful cards. But they're still good support regardless, you know, just to be there on the deck. In fact, Snipe Hunter was actually in the limited list for a while. That's a good one right there. Chaos Sorcerer, of course. Your 2 epic dragons here. Well, I mean, really more epic dragons over here. And then Blue Eyes, Red Eyes. I mean, you got a bit of everything here, you know? And I didn't even mention Prime Material Dragon and Vice Dragon, also really good in those ways. So you got so many different pieces to work with. But that's essentially the deck right there. As always, leave a comment about what you think of this deck. Obviously, it wasn't me who made it. It's, you know, it's a product by Konami. But what you think of the deck, and also what you think of the video. As always, I mean, hopefully I made it a little bit better by putting an actual playmat on the back. It looks a little bit better. But yeah, so as always, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next unboxing structure deck video. Bye bye everyone. Have a great and a fantastic day.